up here in National Forest, hear some strange sounds out at the creek. I'm gonna go down and investigate. Got squatch dogs on it. You girls hear that? Where's that coming from, huh? Sounds pretty close, though. Kick some bear up here. Springtime.
Tom writes RMSO. So here's a video I took upon leaving the area. I can't say for sure what it is, but I noticed it was a child size at the time and I assumed adults would be around. But when I look at my video, it is all that I see. Maybe someone should research the area back there. It bothered me enough to go back and measure the handrail. I'll send you a photo from that view also. RMSO asks, "Hi Tom, did you sit there and see if you could fold your arms across the railing the way it was too?" Tom continues, laughing out loud, "No, I went back and measured the bottom rail. The rail comes up to my knees and I'm 6'4". I couldn't even contort myself that small. The bottom rail was about 20 inches off the top of the walking deck. When I took the video, I was with my son and grandson. We were going back to check out the access road near Howland, Ohio. Definitely something was watching us. Thanks for looking at it for me." RMSO states, "I enlarged the subject by 400% and slowed the video down so that we can get a better look. It appears to be a couple shades of brown from head to toe, including a tan face, and a few of the frames, the subject appears to have a dome-shaped head. Not saying this is a juvenile Bigfoot sitting cross-legged on the wooden bridge walking path observing you and your family. However, its color seems to be perfect camouflage for the surrounding area. We get a lot of reports from the Ohio area. I'll include a Bigfoot encounter across the border into Pennsylvania and some Sasquatch vocalizations recorded near the Howland, Ohio area too." Tionesta Creek Bigfoot scares family out of Allegheny Forest in Pennsylvania. Jennifer writes RMSO, "I'm from Ohio. In 2011, I had an encounter with a Bigfoot in Allegheny National Forest in Pennsylvania. Was out camping with my son and his friend. We spent 3 nights there riding our dirt bikes. One morning, we were fixing breakfast around the fire, and we started hearing grunting and a kind of low growling coming towards us through the forest. I put it to a wild hog. I knew it wasn't a bear. I've seen and heard many bears there before. The sound was getting closer and closer. The only thing that scared me was if it was a hog. I know they're very dangerous. I grabbed my .44 and just sat there seeing if it would continue coming. Then there was this big crash. All of us looked over and it was getting up. It must have slipped on the muddy mountain. When I saw it get up, I was blown away. It had to be at least 8.5 to 9 feet tall, and its shoulders were half as wide. I yelled at the kids to get in the Jeep. They ran like deer in a push. I stood there with my gun and immediately threw it into the tent. I knew there was no way I could have ever shoot it. It looked just like a giant hairy man. It stood there with both of us looking at each other in the eyes. Then it just turned and continued on its way down the mountain. It never even looked back. I went to the Jeep to see if the kids were okay. They were fine. That was the first time I've ever heard my son swear. He said, "What the F was that?" I told them it must have been a Bigfoot. We stayed until a few hours before dark. The kids wanted to leave, We packed up, loaded the bikes on the trailer, and got out of there. There has been a lot of Bigfoot activity reported to our team in the state of Ohio this year, from up-close terrifying Bigfoot sighting reports, Sasquatch taking chickens and livestock, to photos of the creature and vocalizations. This next report are some vocalizations along with a giant log structure. I will read the witness's email, let you hear the recorded vocalizations, then boost the volume of the vocalizations. Thomas writes RMSO. Woke up late February 17th and heard this going on outside, and I hit the record button on my door cam. There is a large wooded creek across the street. The audio is very similar to the Minerva video that was posted March 12th on the RMSO YouTube. RMSO responds, "Pretty neat vocalizations. Where were these recorded?" Thomas continues, "Trumbull County, Howland Township, Ohio." He then sends some photos that he took with his phone of some giant log structures. I'll go ahead and play the Minerva video audio at the end of this video so you know what he's talking about.
What I'm recording right now sounds very similar to what I heard back in 1991 or 92. Does not sound like a dog at all.